Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dark Project. Now last time we completed Lord Belford's Manor, and now we're gonna continue.
I went to Cuddy's place to deliver the scepter, but Cuddy wasn't there. He'd been arrested by the Hammerites. Apparently they didn't approve of his occupation, and I doubt they approve of mine. So hopefully they'll never catch sight of me when I break him out of their prison. Which is what I'm going to do. They're holding Cuddy in a mining complex carved out of a quarry. The quarry's flooded, but the Hammers still work the top-level mines and have converted part of the complex into a penitentiary for those who violate their tenets. An associate of mine was confined there and has provided me with a map. It would be difficult to get in by way of the main gate, but there is another option. The mines break the surface of a hill south of the quarry. I'll drop into the mines and head for the prison, which will be found somewhere uphill and to the north. The Hammers don't venture into these lower mine levels because they're reputed to be haunted. I'd rather not have to do this job, but Cuddy's a reliable fence and I don't appreciate the Hammerites abducting him. And he owes me money for the Bafford job.
This mission is noticeably more difficult than the first one, and there is a lot to do. So I'm going to need a bit of equipment. Moss arrows in any case, and also speed potions. And some more water arrows, and another normal arrow. That should do it. Now those tips you can buy, they're really only worth buying when you play the mission for the first time. Because after that they don't tell you anything that you don't already know. And yes, there are moss arrows in this. I guess water arrows I kind of can buy, but moss arrows, yeah, that seems rather unlikely to me. They can be used to avoid noise when you're jumping on a surface that would otherwise make a lot of noise. Yeah, this mission is rather difficult, and it is not one of my favorites. It's just mostly narrow corridors and you don't have a lot of room to maneuver, and it can be a bit tedious. And there are also zombies in this. All those corpses, those rotting corpses that are lying around here, they are zombies. So best not to wake them up. When I was little I was legitimately afraid of those. But they are not too dangerous. They are pretty slow. But here you don't have a lot of space to avoid them, so that can be a bit problematic at times. And there is one of them already awake. Now I have to call the elevator for later. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I don't really care if they see me, because they are undead, so who cares? But I think I will kill him for good anyway. Because it will make the way out a bit easier. undead are of course immune to normal weapons, and they can only be killed by either those holy water arrows or fire arrows, I think. In the intro video for this mission, we were also introduced to the Hammerites, who are one of the major factions in the game. There are the Hammerites who believe in technology and progress and worship the so-called Master Builder, and there are the Pagans who believe in nature and magic and stuff, and they worship a god called the Trickster. And again, what the Keepers do is they want to make sure that no faction ever gets too powerful.
To learn our teachings. There are novices, but fewer, brother, fewer. Youths in this time seek to learn about gold and politics, not honest craft.
To be their loss when they come of age and know not how to accomplish aught of consequence.
Those guys are two Hammerites, and they are not undead,
Bespeak thyself.
and they really don't like thieves, so best to not let them detect us.
I shall find thee, villain.
Oh, I think he noticed noticed me putting out the torch. This guy I'm going to knock out. It is possible to sneak past him, but I will have to use the same way to get out, and yeah, it's a little less risky when you knock him out. But I have to wait for the right opportunity. Again, just standing in a dark corner. I don't know if you can imagine it if you have never played the game yourself, but it really can be quite intense. Just to stand somewhere in the dark and hope that nobody detects you. Okay, now he's going the right way. But I have to wait until he is over there again. No, the other way, come on. Damn it. Yeah, that's right, keep walking, keep walking. Ah, now he's going over there again. Of course, I can't walk on that metal floor, because then he would hear me, of course. Okay, now's the time. Gotcha. And I'll just leave him here. I don't think he will be detected. Because the enemies, if they see a corpse or an unconscious body, then they will either look for you or sound the alarm or get help. So it's always best to hide the people you knock out. This is another difficult part of the mission,
Be someone there?
because there are a lot of enemies
Now.
and very little space to avoid them. Now on a lower difficulty you may try to kill them, for example from up here with your bow, but yeah, of course we are not allowed to do that on the highest difficulty. And here I like to use the moss arrows, so you can jump down without them hearing me, or you, instead of using the stairs, which is more difficult.
Heard such carrying on as this thief's pawn, Cutty.
One would think these scum had never faced tribulation in their lives.
For a time I thought Block 4 might never sleep again for his coughs. But he quiets now.
Good. Death or durance, 'twill be the same for him in the end.
Those two guys were actually talking about Cutty, whom we have to find and free. And of course I know where he is anyway. But if you don't know the mission, then this is one way to find out where he is imprisoned exactly. As I mentioned, the Hammerites, they believe in technology, and they actually have an alarm system in here. And this little turning thing there, that's a surveillance camera. And if it detects me, then it will sound the alarm, which would be pretty bad.
Who is there? Is someone there? My imagination does.
Now, because there is so much to do in this mission, sooner or later you will run into one of those guards that are patrolling, and I think it's best to knock out one or two of them, because that will make it a lot easier to stay undetected. Especially if someone were to sound the alarm. Then obviously everybody will look for me. And yeah, the more guards, then more difficult it is, of course.
Who goes there? Who said that?
Here I have to use the second moss arrow for the way back.
This must be how they spend all those tithes.
And the mission is actually supposed to be played differently, I think. I think you're supposed to play it like this. You're supposed to find this fence, Cutty, but he is going to die. Spoilers. And he was supposed to pay me for the last mission, of course. So, in order to make up for that loss, we then have to find a map for the next mission. And that map is supposed to be
What is that?
in the evidence box of the Hammerites, up here in the officers'
I would not have thought that rats would
quarters.
bare their teeth against the builder's house.
So that's why you have to go up here. And I prefer to do that
Is that the
first.
Neither
needs must I calm my nerves.
Now it is not really necessary to go here, but I wanted to show you a little something in a minute.
Who passes there?
Now, I think this is supposed to be the entrance to this whole prison complex. And for the longest time I thought that this really didn't have an entrance. I thought that the developers just forgot that when they
Wonder if I
designed
have
this
time to
level.
stop for a snack.
Because it isn't really necessary to go here, and I always missed it. But yeah, it's a little fun fact for you. At least I think that's supposed to be the entrance. It's a small entrance, admittedly, but hey, it's an entrance, right?
Shall it be with all my children, whether they be stone or flesh?
And isn't really a point to eating all the food. It's just something I like to do for fun. I don't think you can restore your health by eating the food. I think in the second game you can. In this, I think there's only some special food that restores health, and healing potions, of course. But I may be wrong. Now this save right here, this is the so-called evidence box, and on the lower difficulties the map that we need is here. But of course on the highest difficulty it isn't, because some other guy stole it. And this scroll gives you the hint that this guy called Namen took the map out of the evidence box. So now we have to find him as well. In this mission I won't be getting all the loot. There's another piece of gold right over there in the next room, but there are two guys standing right in front of it, and really the only way to get that piece of gold is to either kill them, because you cannot sneak up on them in that room, and you can knock out people that have seen you. So you have to either kill them or just rush in, grab the gold and run out.
Hello? Show thyself.
But I don't like to do that. I really
No one walks here now.
I really want to stay undetected for as long as possible, and it really doesn't matter. I will get enough loot anyway. Just not everything. Now those doors, they close again after a few seconds, so you really have to be quick. If you don't know what cells you have to open, then it's probably best to knock out those guards. And I actually also got the wrong lever first. So I opened a cell that I didn't have to open. That can be problematic at times, because obviously you don't want those other prisoners running around and setting off the alarm. In this case, however, I think it doesn't matter. I think I also opened this cell here, but there was nobody in it. Okay, so we got the Hand of Glory. Yeah, this one. Now we have to locate Cutty and locate Basso the Boxman. And get the map, of course. Let's go to Cutty first. He's in block number 4.
Access there. Here's the builder's piece now.
Again, I know which cell I have to open. And now let's have a talk with Cutty.
All right, old man. Let's get you out of here and me my money.
Afraid you're gonna be disappointed?
Good thing you're dying, Cutty, or I'd have to kill you for stiffing me. Again.
Snap, snap, puppy. But I owe you, so... Felix went after the Horn of Quintus, down at Bonehoard. Left me his notes. The Hammers got him, put him in their evidence box. Loot collection, more like. Upstairs. Officers' quarters. Once you're up there, in passage.
So, yeah. Cutty dies, there's no way of saving him. But he gave us our objectives for the next mission. Now we have to find the map in the officers' quarters, but as I've explained, it isn't really there in the officers' quarters. Of course I do know where it is, but first I'm going to free Basso the Boxman. Oh, there's no place to hide. Damn it. Yeah, that's why I don't like this mission. In these corridors there's just nowhere to hide. And also the constant whining and moaning from the other prisoners can be a little annoying at times.
Who
Who's
is
there?
it?
Hello? Sorry I made a fuss. Hey, who was that?
Now the reason why I knocked out that one guard is because that guy there, over there in the cell, he will
Never mind.
he will see
There's no
you
one here.
if you try to just walk in there and pull the lever, and then of course he may alert the guards. So that is why I knocked him out and then jumped back over here. There probably is a way to get in there without being detected and without knocking out the guard, but yeah, I think that would be extremely risky. Better safe than sorry.
Well, there's Basso. If he weren't unconscious, it'd be simpler, but now I'll have to carry him out.
Yes, we have to carry him out all the way back. As if this mission wasn't tedious enough. But now I actually finished almost everything. The only thing left to do is get this map of Felix and escape from the prison. The best way to go back is through block number 1 or 2. But so far the mission is actually going pretty well.
Protects us from the squalid past.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
With which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
Okay, so this is the way back. I'm gonna leave Basso here for a moment and get the map. Oh, damn it. The alarm went off. But it can't be because of me, I think. No. I haven't even been here before, so nobody can have could have seen me. I wonder what happened. Maybe I did accidentally free another prisoner and he set off the alarm, but I don't think so. So
Cease thy games and face me.
yeah, I wonder what happened. But it's not too much of a problem.
Cuddy won't be needing this anymore.
And here are Felix's notes and also his map. So this guy, yeah, he also died. Now we only have to get out of here. And boy do I like getting out of here. Always glad when I finish this mission. Just to be sure. Yeah, that's all we need to do. I remember one time I finished this mission and escaped from the prison, and then I realized that I had forgotten to pick up, I think, a single object. I think it was the Hand of Glory, and therefore I had to go all the way back. Now this part right here is difficult because you have to run up the stairs in exactly the right moment, or one of those factory workers will detect you. And this is where the speed potion will come in handy. And I did it. Okay. So the rest of the mission shouldn't be a problem from here on.
What is that? Who goes?
It's kind of surprising. Normally I screw up at one point during this mission. Of course, that still could happen. Of course, I could imagine that would be more entertaining for you, watching me screw up. But I can almost guarantee that that will happen at some point during this Let's Play. Okay, so he didn't see me. Everything should be fine. Because now I only have to make it past the zombies, and I took out 2 of them before. Yeah, everything should be fine. I also have another speed potion if I need it. Doesn't look like I will. I was saving it for this in case I had to run from the zombies, but they are somewhere else. So I can use the speed potion to speed things up. And that's the end of the second mission. Hooray! Yeah, I'm extremely happy with how that went. We got almost all the loot. Like I said, there was 1 piece of loot missing, but I don't really care about that. 4 knockouts is fine. Nobody detected us, so yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna end the video here, so until next time, take care.